Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are staying safe and I hope you are having a better day today than yesterday. So in this update, we'll quickly go through the new details on the stimulus check, basically the $600 stimulus payment, and all the very important details that you deserve to know when it comes to the status of the stimulus check. And we'll also talk about some key economic updates and the series of events that have occurred in the past 24 hours that you should know about. So let's quickly dive in here. But before we dive in, okay, here's the deal. Before we dive in, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips for your financial wellness and success. And also, if you support more financial help to the people, smash the like button now and be sure to share this video with other people to help them find this information quicker. So let's quickly dive into today's update. So right now we're seeing reports that the millions of people who have not received their stimulus checks will likely be getting stimulus debit cards, and this will be mailed out starting this week. So if you have not received your stimulus check or your direct deposit, chances are that you will be getting a stimulus debit card. So if you get a debit card in the mail, you don't want to throw that away. That is not junk mail. Be sure to check that out before you lose or you trash it, because the first time around, during the first $1,200 payment, a lot of people trashed the debit card thinking it was junk mail, but that is just stimulus payment. Just in case you didn't get the debit cards the first time around, chances are that you will get that. So millions of people who received the paper checks or should be receiving the paper checks as well. So if you check the mail, you should have your paper checks, but the IRS is still depositing payments through direct deposit. And if you haven't gotten yours, just so you know, the cutoff date will be January 15th to deliver all payments. So they have to deliver all payments by the 15th of the month. So that's next week Friday. They have to deliver all payments, and this is all according to the Treasury Department. So this is what they announced today. Millions of people will be getting the debit cards. Let me know if you've gotten yours in the comment section below, just so others stay up to date on what's happening. And on the sad part, the IRS is being unresponsive to many Americans who are asking questions on missing stimulus payments. So according to this report from CNBC, this is very frustrating for millions of people right now. So if you are still waiting for the IRS to respond, just understand that you are not alone. A lot of people are in the same boat. So the payment status may say not available, and people are trying to understand how to navigate the Get My Payment tool or to track the payment status. This is something that's going on right now, and some people are not happy with what's going on. But just know that the IRS has said that if you miss the January 15th deadline, so if you don't get the payment by the 15th, you are likely going to have your stimulus check as a tax credit. So you get that when you file your taxes for the previous year, for the last year. So I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Now, the next thing we're seeing when it comes to the stimulus is the status not available. When you go to the IRS Get My Payment tool, a lot of people are starting to see the status not available, and the IRS is saying that taxpayers won't receive a second stimulus check automatically. So just understand that if yours is displaying this status. So again, be careful for those who are trying to send you emails or text messages with your stimulus check. Those could be scammers trying to get your information to cash your stimulus. So watch out for those and don't fall victim. Now, the other thing we're seeing, which is based on the events that we've seen in the past 24 hours, is that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Democrat leader Chuck Schumer have called for Trump's immediate removal from office. So this is something that has been making some waves out there today. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi actually accused Trump of committing seditious act and said keeping him in office for the next 13 days will be very dangerous, according to this report from Axios. And also, there's been some push on Vice President Michael Pence to basically invoke the 25th Amendment. So I want to hear your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Then, while we're talking about all of this, Facebook has extended the Trump ban indefinitely over excitement of violence. Many social media platforms have banned Trump from their platforms. Some of these bans may be temporary, but according to this report, Facebook has extended it to an indefinite ban over incitement of violence. I want to get your thoughts about this in the comment section below. So speaking of the invoking of the 25th Amendment. There are members who are calling for this 25th Amendment. According to CNN, you can see the list of those people. So when it comes to the House, you have only one Republican from Illinois calling for the president for Vice President Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment to impeach the president. Then you also have the Democrats. You have a bunch of Democrats in the House, 28 Democrats in the House that are basically calling for impeachment or the 25th Amendment to be invoked. I want to get your thoughts on that in the comment section below. Then in the Senate, you have no Republican calling for this, and in the Senate you have 6 Democrats calling for this, including Chuck Schumer that we mentioned not too long ago. Then the other thing we're seeing right now is that Vice President Pence. So Pence has basically said he will oppose. So he's not in for invoking the 25th Amendment to strip Trump of his duties, according to this report from the New York Times. Again, let me get your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts, what you think about invoking the 25th Amendment. But these are some of the critical issues that we've been seeing lately, taking lawmakers away from the stimulus. In case you're wondering why we're talking about this is because in the last 24 hours, these events and these things that have unfolded in our nation has basically taken lawmakers from focusing on very key items. Typically, the electoral vote count doesn't take as long as it took to basically get the confirmation to confirm President Biden. But right now, we're seeing, due to the past 24 hours, we've seen some things, all these calls for impeachment, calls for different things, taking away from them focusing on how they will help the American people financially. So I want to get your thoughts about that in the comment section below. And someone else who has lended his voice on the issue of the 25th Amendment to get rid of Trump is ex-National Security Advisor John Bolton. So John Bolton, who is a former diplomat and also who had some issues with President Trump over his administration ties with Russia and North Korea, according to this report from Daily News, has said that we don't need to invoke the 25th Amendment to get him out of the way. Again, let me hear your thoughts about this in the comment section below. So when it comes to the president's cabinet, so people around the Trump administration, some people have resigned. So some people who work for the president have resigned, and the one that's really shocking, or maybe shocking to some people, at least to me, that's quite shocking, is Secretary Elaine Chao. So basically, she is she's the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Transportation, and surprisingly to some, she's the wife of Senate Leader Mitch McConnell. So she resigned. She was the first to resign, according to reports, and she basically sent a letter, and she in her resignation letter, she basically made it known that this is due to some of the events that happened yesterday. And let's just read the first line here. So she said, "Yesterday, our country experienced a traumatic and entirely avoidable event as supporters of the president stormed the Capitol building following a rally he addressed. As I'm sure is the case with many of you, it has deeply troubled me in a way that I simply cannot set aside." So this is something that some of his cabinet members are saying. Let me get your thoughts about this in the comment section below. So when it comes to the economy, we're seeing so many reactions and mixed opinions here. The U.S. markets surprisingly remain unbothered by the Capitol insurrection. So this is very, very interesting. As you can see, the market still kind of went up, and the confirmation of President Biden basically shot up the numbers as well. And this is very, very, and when Trump said he would have an orderly transition, this kind of helped the markets. And the other thing we're seeing when it comes to the weekly jobless claims, we're seeing that despite signs of slowing hiring, we're seeing that the jobless claims still had little changes. The expectation, according to experts, was that we will see initial claims coming at 815,000 claims, but the previous week's total came out to roughly 790,000. Some estimates pegged that at 787,000 filing for initial unemployment claims. So this seems to be below the expectation, and which is good, because if this number was above the forecast, it wouldn't be so good. And I want to get your thoughts about that in the comment section below. Moving on here, another shocking news that's not directly related to the stimulus, but an economic update that is shocking is that Elon Musk. So Elon Musk is the CEO and founder of Tesla. And if you don't know Tesla, you can look it up. But anyways, Elon Musk, Tesla is the electric vehicle that has basically been disrupting the other industry, and Elon Musk has been projected, right now, not projected, as of today, Elon Musk is worth more than $185 billion, and he is the richest person. So he basically has displaced Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos has been the richest person for quite some time now in the world, and it appears to be Elon Musk. So this is very, very crazy how much money people have made and how the billionaires have made during this pandemic. But just for people who care about the economic updates on this front, just wanted to bring that to you. Anyways, if you are looking to make some extra money from the comfort of your home during this period, or if you are looking to boost your income, maybe you lost your job or you're just looking for some extra money, be sure to check out the exclusive and helpful video on the right. So these videos are basically put together to help you improve your finances and also put some more money in your pocket. And if you are looking to boost your credit score, or basically increase your credit score or increase your credit limit, be sure to check out the video on the right. These are very, very helpful tips that you can get started on right now, today, from day one, to increase your credit score and boost your credit limit. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next update.